was crazy. What's going on, YouTube? The international community right here, the Roundup Network. Greetings to you. That was crazy. For the last few minutes, we've been trying to get some technical difficulties, but we got you. We got you covered. All right, so let's get right into this thing today. Settings here. We got that audio. Sure. Yo. Sure. So, greetings, class. Thank you for your patience. We're dealing with this technical craziness. As soon as it's amazing how the internet is, I think the internet is alive. As soon as we get ready to hit the button, my team, boom, internet goes out, computer goes crazy, and nothing's working. So my commitment to raising your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship is what keeps me going. It is an honor. It is my duty, my service, my obligation to actually prostitute my body to bring you this information because I do what needs to be done. I don't care if we get paid, whatever. I mean, I'll make money eventually, but it's amazing to me the small amount of value that I put out to the universe and to my community, and we get tenfold in return. It is truly amazing. So, greetings, greetings, class. Tonight, I'm going to go over one thing. How do you know if you got a good deal? Oh, I forgot to get that. Can't hear audio. Okay, hold on. Still having an issue. Can somebody let me know if my audio ain't coming through? Former consider partner, did you? Oh shit. Sabrina, I wish my former consultant had done due diligence to find out this Whack Houses Foundation was going too far. Oh, shit. Sabrina, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you because here's the thing: what I learned, you have to approach it all with love. Number two, I've learned it's not as bad as it's not as bad as it seems, and it's not as bad as it seems. It's not as good as it seems. You have to just look at things half empty, half full. Sabrina, that would be nice. Sabrina, I would like you to come on and share this with me. Public relations. Sabrina, if you have the guts, if you have the wherewithal, the courage to come on here with me right now, I'm going to put the link. I'm going to invite you. I'm going to put the link to this live broadcast in there right now. People need to hear this story. Sabrina, this is for Sabrina. Bring it. Sabrina, I'll put the link right there. Sabrina, oh my Lord, I got much love for you. So listen, as we're going tonight, I got a message. You know, so many teaching moments in my life, right? I have to do this for my community. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around on planet Earth. I have no idea how many more days I have here. So I have to bring this message to my people because I'm sick and tired of meeting 40, 50, 60-year-old men still renting. All right. So we have to understand not only that renting, I don't care if you're still renting, you don't own any assets, right? The only way to win the game, which nobody wins, we all end up in the box, is to own some income producing assets. So let's talk about this stuff here. Ooh, I gotta back up some. Let's talk about income producing assets. Sorry about that. Income producing. How do we know if we have a deal? We're talking about real estate investing tonight. How do we know if we have a deal? How do we know? How do we know? So I had somebody send me a question on IG, which I get a million questions, and I'm honored you guys consider me a trusted resource and a source for your financial literacy. But I wanted to show you this question that came in. We're going to talk about how all this stuff. Let's go over the numbers with this one. This is going to be something. So this message came in today. Brand. I can never remember how to do this thing. Boom, here we go. Here's the question that came in. So this is what sparked. This question is what sparked me to do this training tonight. I had to do it. Because I'm like, I wonder how many other people out there are thinking this exact same thing. How many people, how many roundup homies do I have thinking, is this a good deal? So let's look at this thing right here. Okay, Chris. What's good, Chris? Why does my thing keep going in and out? This your homie. Hold on. What's good? Okay, let's turn this down here. I turn that down a little bit. Back up. Okay. What's good, Chris? It's your homie Blank. I've been following you and trying to learn from you about real estate investing. I have one quick question. If I may, there's a house I seen on the MLS here in Bloomington, Illinois. I had a realtor show it to me, as well as the houses as well. The house is more than halfway renovated, but still needs some work. Seller is selling it as is. I was thinking of doing a flip on this house by finishing the repairs, then selling. The seller's asking 130. All right. Possibly get 160 to 170. So let's start here. Sabrina, I'm gonna cut you on in a minute. Give me 2 seconds. Sales price, ARV. Let's start there. Let's start there. The ARV is 165. All right. Let's start there. So that is all you're going to get out of this house, right? You can't squeeze any more money out of these deals. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, right? So I know all of us think we have the best house on the block, and we have the best house. Oh, I got all the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, got new everything. You can't sell the property, generally speaking, for more than what it's worth. All right. So that's all we got. That's all that's in this deal. 165. That's it. Next. Chris, the seller wants 135. All right. So let's say purchase price. All right. So we gave the seller exactly what they wanted, which we're thinking. Let's keep reading. My repairs are going to be around 25 to 30. How many of my roundup homies know? We're getting ready to bring Sabrina on here. How many roundup homies know? It's always more. It's never less. Repairs are never less than you think they're going to be. All right. Renault. Okay. This is going to be so sweet. So 30K. My question is, when I'm going in with a private lender, do I borrow the whole 135 plus repair costs, which could be 30,000? So the house would have to sell for 170. Oh, I can't see that. Well, house had to sell for 170. Shoot. To 180. I'm really new to this. Please help. Okay. I'm not gonna blow anybody's up here because here's the thing. If you're willing to like try, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Roundup, I love you. My man, you are willing to try. I do not care if you get it wrong. I don't care if you screw it all up, right? At least you took the time out of your life to say, you know what, I'm going to give this daggone real estate thing a try. So I applaud you for that, right? And I welcome you to continue to further your education, which is what you're doing right now. So we're going to go over this. So even if we paid 135 to this and we put 30,000 into it, so what's 135 plus 1 plus 30, right? That would put us at all in 165. Now, today's video is just kind of to show you all the numbers that we miss so you can understand how do you know what to offer the seller? How do you know? So I'm gonna cut to Sabrina real quick. I see her here, and then we're gonna come right back. But as is, you're all in for 165, and it's only worth 165. Let's say it's worth 170. Ain't no money in this deal, my friend. Zero. Matter of fact, you're going to be bringing money to do this deal. So let's cut to Sabrina real quick. Then I'm going to come back to this because I have to hear the story about this foundation. Oh, my Lord. Ooh, Sabrina, am I saying that right?
Yes.
You know I got mad love for you. I'm not here to poke fun. I'm not here it's complete empathy, compassion, and humility for you today. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm good. How are you?
I am honored that you allow and you have the dignity to share this story because unfortunately, most people only want to share the good stuff. And
Yeah. Well, this story like right now today, it's kind of not happy.
Yeah.
maybe a year from now, maybe even less than it could be less than a year from now, it will be better.
All right. How long have you been in the game, Sabrina? Give me a little bit of your background.
I I started investing in 2010 when I purchased my first property. It was a duplex. So I lived in one side and rented out the other side.
Sweet.
And then I've done a few flips since then.
Okay.
And that my duplex was in Los Angeles.
Wow.
And after I was laid off from work, um, and the expenses were getting higher, and the cost of living in LA is really high. The
Yeah.
thought came to me, why not sell your duplex and move back to Atlanta, because I lived here before.
Okay. That's where you at now in the A?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I had been starting to get calls from agents and investors, what have you. One called Compass,
Hmm.
asking, oh, can we just give you a free estimate of what your duplex is worth? I said, okay, yeah, it'd be good to know. So I
Hmm.
let them come, and then that's when that seed was planted.
Okay.
So I bought it for 352 in 2010, and I sold it for 875 in 2019.
And you lived in it for that time, so that was tax-free money.
Yeah. And also I
That's a good day.
did 2 cash out refis during that time too.
You chilling. Good for you, man. Good for
So
you. So
that,
that's a good
that
thing.
part of the story or my, that was great.
You did that. All right. So you've benefited. Real estate has worked for you already. It wasn't always just working on you.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
So you got your
So this is
capital.
this is just an expensive, very expensive lesson
Mhm.
right now that I'm going through this chapter.
Just a chapter. I know it's easier said than done, but anyway. Okay, so you got your capital now. You're looking for your next investment property, 2018, 19.
19, yeah.
Okay.
And so we moved here September 1st, 2019, and
Mhm.
I started looking for a house with a basement because, here they have basements.
Yeah, y'all lucky.
Yeah, so I found one that was partially finished, and it was only $300,000,
Wow.
and is 3 times as large as my duplex in LA. And I still get to, well, I had my good friend, she rehabbed the basement for me. She oversaw that for $30,000, and now I have tenants in the basement.
So you're renting out the basement. They're cash. You're getting cash in.
Hmm.
Good for you. You are a serious entrepreneur.
Yeah, that was another good chapter.
So you got two
This,
wins.
yeah, yeah, look
Yeah.
at it like that. That's true. Thank you for, that perspective. It's nice to hear, different, somebody else's different take on it.
You're right. You're right. It is good, dude. That's why I have a therapist. I talk to her every week, right? So it's good to bounce this stuff off. Yeah, two wins, man. So right now you're ahead of the game. 2019-20.
Hmm.
Okay. So you got to rent. I mean, you got 3 wins. You got a nice deal. You made the money. You sold that property. You bought a new one. You got a place to live, and you're making cash flow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's big.
So now here's when it turns a little, you know, makes a turn.
Okay.
So I met someone who was a friend of a friend who is also an investor.
Uh-huh.
And so things
Big
were
time.
going good at first. So, I still had a lot of proceeds from left over from the sale of my duplex. So he so we went in together, JV, on this house.
A flip.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Say hi.
Who was that?
What's your name? Michael.
Michael.
Yeah.
Good looking young man.
Okay. So look out, Michael. All right.
Take a little
It's time for
camera.
him to go to bed in a minute. But
Yeah.
so then, okay, so he said, okay, I'll help you. I've done a lot of flips.
I
Um,
have.
We'll do, if you have 50,000 in the bank, then, we can get a loan and, we'll find a flip and we'll do it and we'll split the profit.
So the relationship was you have some capital, he has the wherewithal and the skill. You bring the majority of the down payment, get a loan, split the profit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. And I said, okay, that's cool. That sounds good. I can learn, some more. Because we're always learning. It's not like, oh, okay, oh, I know everything, whatever.
Right.
So
Mhm.
then he also suggests, like, well, because we weren't finding a deal right away, he suggests that we start a trucking company too.
Hold on, I thought this was real estate related thing here.
I know. Oh, go. Golly. Okay, yeah.
It's still
So
light down there?
no, it's dark. It's just
Oh.
the lighting in this room. This is
Oh,
my
okay, got it.
chanting room,
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
my
Okay.
prayer room.
There you go. I ain't mad at that. All right,
Um,
so as you bought the house or you were looking for the property, then you bought the truck. Where are we?
yeah. Then he said, okay, we also need to do a non-emergency medical transportation company too.
Okay.
And me being like just impulsive, like, okay, yeah, it's not just all his fault. I did not do all the due diligence of having a plan and contingency budget for when the vehicles break down, et cetera, et cetera. So my credit card debt is escalating. And
Mhm.
so I filed bankruptcy.
Okay.
I had to file bankruptcy last July, 2 months ago.
But you still have the rent coming in downstairs.
Yeah,
All right.
I do have that. And so I filed Chapter 13 instead of 7. So I get to
Gotcha.
keep my house.
Yep.
That's good.
Good for you.
So that house, the one with the foundation,
When I don't remember, when did we buy the house? I thought we hold the house and we bought the truck.
yeah, okay, in between in there, it was September, actually, September of last year, he found a house close to Morehouse and Clark and Spelman.
Okay.
But and the list price was I think 175,
All right.
but it was, really raggedy. So we were going to, well, yeah. So we didn't know that the foundation was messed up.
Now, when you were going to buy it, did you see any signs of the foundation, of any cracks or anything? I mean, it has to be a sign somewhere.
Like, yeah, and an inspection. Yeah, that was the mistake.
I'm saying, did you go to the property and look at it yourself?
Oh, me? No.
Okay.
Mistake. Just too trusting. Like, oh, he knows what he's doing.
Now, I just want to understand what would make you not want to go to the property. Would you say, hey, you know what, I'm just the money people. I'm the money side. You deal with that.
Well,
I'm not saying you were wrong for it.
I
Just wanna
remember.
kinda-
It just came back to me. I just had found out that I had breast cancer last year,
Oh my
but I
Lord.
don't anymore,
You're
thankfully.
surviving.
So it came and went, but it came last year, and I had surgery on September 16th, and we closed on that house September 27th.
You
So in retrospect, like
wow.
I mean, that's not an excuse, but it's like,
Life happens.
next time I won't make this mistake.
Well, you pushed through surgery and bought a house all at the same time?
In the same month, yeah.
You're a beast. You're a beast.
Yeah.
So the foundation issues were probably present at acquisition, no doubt.
Yeah, because this house was built in like 1930 something, I think, 40 something. So it's really old,
Old house.
And so a couple of the contractors that we had to come out and look at it to see who we were gonna have work on it, like 3 out of 5 of them said, "Oh, you just need to tear it down. It's a tear down." And so, but we kept trying to see, well, can we salvage it? and talked to a few other people, experts, and they also, yeah, it's a tear down.
So 3 out of the 5. Now you're in it for 170. You got
Hmm.
50 out,
Yeah, well, 25.
25 out.
25 out on that, and then some of the other money was out on the vehicles, the transportation.
Okay, well, let's take to the house. Okay, 25 out. All right, so you're 25 out. You borrowed what, 150, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the
Oh.
experts saying what they're going to say, so where are we at now? Now that you know that they're
So
the
then we said, all right, well, we're going to have to tear it down and we'll do a new build.
oh my god,
And we could do it because 2 doors down, another investor did a brand new build. They did a 2-story. And, in that area, it's a lot of, rehabs going on. So,
might be.
okay, we'll tear it down. We'll do a new build. The lender, which was or is ground floor,
Mhm.
they said, well, to convert it or do a refi from a rehab loan to a new construction loan, you're going to need another 30,000 in the game.
Money, yeah. They know
Right.
it's going to cost to build. How many square foot are we looking? 2,500.
It was originally like 1,200, and it was going to be a 2-story, like 3,000. I think, yeah, like 2,900 square feet.
Okay, 3,000. Okay, so you're looking at 100 and some plus dollars a square foot. So you're looking at another 350 to build it up. I'm presuming. I don't know.
Yeah, about that. Hmm.
That's just ballpark number. So 350. That's on top of the 150 you got also here for. What is the sales price of a new con over there?
The comps are about, it could be up to like 500.
Could be up to 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Especially since it's brand new.
that's tight.
Yeah.
But you're in it for 450.
Yeah.
So hence that's where you're at now.
Well, we did not, at that point, I did not have, okay, so, the first 6 months is, no payments for the first 6 months
On the loan.
on that. Yeah, the first loan.
Gotcha.
And so the 6 month comes around, I was like, hey, so former partner, I won't say his name,
Yeah,
although I might say it later, but
that's up to
not
you.
yet.
Okay.
I said, so when are the payments going to start? Like, because it's 6 month, we have to start making a payment on the loan.
Mhm.
And he was like, I think so, or I forgot what his answer was. It just wasn't a straight answer. And so we were trying to find someone to go in with us, bring in another partner with the additional 30,000. And we couldn't find anyone. I brought a few people to the table. They're just like, oh no, like they weren't feeling it exactly.
I can't blame them.
Yeah. So now that first loan it was 175. Now it's 250, 210.
Oh,
And the
because of late
interest,
fees and stuff, penalties and everything.
yeah. And the interest is $85 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to foreclose in October.
Yeah, you gotta let them take that. Can you just deed it back to them, Sabrina, and get out of the deal?
Well, my bankruptcy attorney
Oh
is,
yeah, you gotta walk.
they won't talk to me anymore. Their attorney will talk to my attorney, and he's working on it. We'll see. And I went ahead and I put it for sale by owner on Zillow
Mm-hmm.
just to see. I got all kinds of texts and emails and calls all day, every day, but no firm offers.
No doubt.
So right now where we are is I went ahead and I got an agent, a Keller Williams agent, and she's gonna position it instead of selling it like as a house, just sell it as a land deal.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
all in how you package it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Is our guy still around helping you with this, or he done disappeared? Has he?
Well, he'll return my texts every now and then, but he doesn't pick up the
Golly.
phone. So
I'm so sorry to hear that. What is the learning lesson, the biggest takeaway that you're getting from? And by the way, y'all give Sabrina a thumbs up, man. She did not have to share the story. You know, most people just share the good stuff. Sabrina, I'm just
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this
give you
this
the
will help other people too, like you do, Chris, you know. Um,
well, you know, I'm giving you the bat. My shit.
I
I'm
gotta
giving you the bat.
be, I gotta not be like I'm shopping at Ross and be like, okay, yeah, let me get that. Yeah, let's buy that house. Oh, yeah, oh, these are on sale. Let me get these too. Oh, trucks, box trucks. Oh, yeah, let's get one of those. Oh my God, I cannot be an impulsive shopper ever again. Ever.
Mhm.
I gotta ask 20 questions per day. You know, that game, 20 questions. I gotta ask more questions and have answers to know what am I getting myself
What we
into.
getting to? When you're on the loan, is he on the loan too?
Yeah, so the loan is an LLC
Okay, yeah, that's right. That would like
with him and I. You know, I can't. I think it's a single member LLC, but I'm the personal guarantor of the
you had
loan.
to sign for it. Yeah, you had to sign for it.
Yeah.
Andrew says, "Thanks for sharing." Sabrina, biggest take. Let me ask you. I'm always beating in the heads of my inner circle members, and this is not about me being sharp and smart. But I want to ask you: does anybody care about your house more than you? I want you to share what your feelings are. That's like my tagline since 2005.
Does anyone care about my house more than me?
Yes.
That's good. No, no. Well,
Nobody
I
cares
mean,
about your house more than you. Nobody.
nobody.
I want you to tell the people what is that? How does that resonate with you? I'm like I keep telling them, no one gives a freak about your house more than you. No one.
Nobody. Yeah, we got to take care of ourselves and not yeah, and not put like the responsibility on a partner. Even though it's like, okay, you have the know-how, I have the funding, you know, I have the capital, I'm going to learn and just leave everything to them.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I like that. That's just good. That's ringing in my head. Who cares about my house more than me?
No one cares
Nobody.
about your people are like, well, Chris, that my contracted this, my tenant this. I'm like, no one cares about your house more than you. Nobody. You know, I tell people this every single day. Nobody cares. I don't care
Hmm.
about your house.
Well, yeah, and I try not to just point the blame. Oh, it's all his fault. You know, I'm partially responsible for not asking questions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can't pass the blame. But let me tell you this: once you get over this hurdle, which you will, it's not as bad as it is. It's not as good. No, sorry, my mentor says, Chris, it's not as bad as it seems. And when I'm winning, I'm like, it's not as good as it seems, right? So I have to remember both. I love to talk it. You know, when you're winning, I'm like, I have to remind myself, Chris, you're not that good, man. You know, you got some wins. You're gonna get some losses too. If you believe in luck, you have to believe in luck's cousin, risk. So you just got the risk side, right?
Yeah, you know how they say, "Oh yeah, scare money don't make no money," and that's real enticing. Like, "Oh yeah, I'm not scared. Yeah, let me put up. I got some money. Let's make
Put
some
up.
money."
Let me put up or shut up.
But it's not being scared. It's being, cautious and careful
That's
and
right.
what's another good word? Smart. And
Respectful.
taking your time. It's not like we don't have to rush and get the first house we see. There's some more. There'll be more after this.
Always a deal. Always a deal. But let me ask you, and I'll let you go. I know that's getting late. I'm thinking about me being you years ago. I lost a ton of money doing deals like that. One of the things I love trusting people. It makes me feel good when
Hmm.
I can give you a check for 30,000 and you do what you say you're gonna do. It feels wonderful.
Do you feel really good like when the person is you know, like a reformed felon?
Now, I guess
Like, oh, he's a good person. He paid his due.
character.
Yeah, not being, judgmental, because he is smart. He's smart, just he's not detail oriented.
I'm trying to just wow. You knew you knew the guy.
Not real. Well, I knew his girlfriend, and they broke up, and and her friend and I are real good friends.
Okay, so you had a referral, a common denominator there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you get over. I was where you are. I think I lost 40 to 50,000 on a house. I gave the guy the money to do the rehab. He never did it, right? And I was so trusting. I mean,
Mhm.
I just feel like I don't want the universe. It's a book called Outwitting the Devil,
Okay.
and he writes a letter to the universe, right? He's like, I will not let you beat me. I will not let other people's actions affect how I treat other people. It's almost like a letter to myself saying, I'm not going to let life beat me. So
Mhm.
I'm asking you not to take this one thing and hold on to it for future relationships
Yeah, I'm working through it. Hmm.
because you will need.
I have a good attorney, good
Okay.
bank. I have Legal Shield. Oh yeah,
Okay.
because he also took out some business loans in my husband's name without us knowing it. So,
Well, he went crazy with that.
yeah. So I have, it'll make a real interesting. It's gonna get even more interesting. But like I said, maybe 6 months from now.
You will come back on,
Yeah.
bring you back on. You got to just clean it up and move forward. Your credit is just credit. No, you're not going to die. They'll send you a letter. Shit, I have had several foreclosures. They come and go. They come and go.
That's good. Thank you so much. And so I do need to get my son in the bed
Okay.
now.
All right. Good to see you. I'm gonna talk a
Thank
little bit
you.
more.
Thank you for having me on. This was just, fortune. Thanks.
Yeah, dump it on me, man. Dump it on me. Give it to me. See you later.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Round up. Y'all hit that thumbs up for Miss Sabrina. If that was not an unbelievable story, I don't know what was. Wow. So you got to, I think somebody says trust but verify. Who said that? Andrew, trust but verify. You're right. You got to trust but verify. You got to trust verify. Do I still buy houses? Yes, I bought one Friday. Why y'all messing with me? I hear you, Sabrina. Let me put lipstick on. She's too much. Love about mother's house in Pennsylvania. Catch. I'd love to rent it from you. We do not do rent backs. Sorry about that. Keeping it real. Isaac, you're doing your first flip. Good for you. Been watching. Good, 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 good. Miss Jewelry duty. Good, 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 good. Okay, so let's get back to our case study here. Sabrina, I want you to know that the current partners you have might be bad, but if you stick into this thing, if you stay right now, real estate's working on her right now. The real estate's working on you. Working on you. You got to get through that stuff, get through all the working on you. So eventually real estate will work for you. So Sabrina had real estate work for her earlier, right? But now it's working on you. Ooh, gut punch, face punch, body slam, suplex, bam. It's going to work on you. The question is, do you have the do you have the desire to fail and move forward? Okay. But these partners might be bad. Sabrina took me 10 years to find people that I trust with big money, right? I gave my contract to 25,000 the other day. I gave Ron a check for $88,000 the other day. I know he's going to pay me. So eventually you will meet people that are wise in the handling of large amounts of money. Let me repeat that. It takes time for us to meet men and women that are wise in handling large amounts of money. Takes time, okay? Not everybody can handle it. You got $500 dudes, you got $1,000 dudes, you got $10,000 guys, 50,000, 100,000. You got to get people with integrity, and it takes time. Okay, so how do we make offers? Oh, I got to get you out of here. This deal we were case studying here from my guy from Instagram. Y'all read that earlier. Where is it at? He sent me that message. Chris, house purchase price is 130. I can see right there. ARV, I'm just gonna put 165, right? Renault's 30. ARV's 165. Purchase price is 135. Renault's 30. All in 165. So I want you to know, my friend, if you're watching here tonight, this deal ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work, right? So this purchase price ain't gonna work. So the purchase price Mayo. The reason this won't work is because where's your profit? You got no money on this. So I need you to understand, how do we verify if this is a good deal? The reason you're here right now tonight is because you need to verify, how do I know how much to offer? How much do I need to offer the seller? So your Mayo, let's just say on a $165,000 house, generally speaking, what do lenders do? They take the ARV and they go 0.7. Let's do this. This is just because what the lenders do. I'm going to do another one, how we do it now. Where's my calculator? Let's see. 165 times 0.7. That's 115. Mayo equals ARV times 0.7 minus Renault. All right. So you got to get that. Mayo equals ARV, which is 165 times 0.7. That's 115. 115 minus Renault, which is 30K. You got to get this, y'all. So your maximum, Mayo, max allowable offer. Max allowable offer. Can y'all see that? Man, that's some small stuff. Sorry about that. Oh, well. Max allowable offer. Max allowable offer equals ARV times 0.7 is 115 minus your Renault, which is 30. Now, what is that? So the most you can offer, most you can pay. My Instagram homie that sent me this message, the most you can pay for this one is minus 30,085. Your Mayo, I talk about mayonnaise. What I say, 85. That's the only way you're going to make money on this deal. Around $80,000 to $90,000. That's it. There ain't nothing else in it. All right. So let's repeat that again. Your ARV is 165. The most purchase price needs, they're asking 135, which means nothing to me. Remember, that's when you're in real estate. The asking price means absolutely nothing to us. Repeat after me. The seller's asking price means absolutely nothing to our purchase price. The seller's asking price means absolutely nothing to my purchase price. I don't care. And what's crazy is people say, well, I was asking 135, but now I'm asking 120. I'm like, so I don't care. I think keep going down. I don't care if you was asking 135. I can still only pay you 85. Shit, you think I care? I was asking 135. Now I'm asking 115. That don't matter to me. I still can only give you 85. Okay, so you got this equation here. Mayo is ARV times 0.7 minus repairs. That's all you can offer on that one. If you offer 130, you ain't gonna be in business long. But why? You gotta understand, why can't we? Why can't we offer more on this deal here? What are we at? 85,000. Why can't we offer more? Well, let's get into it. Let's get into this. So let's say we're working with your numbers, my Instagram homie. Let's say your ARV is 165, right? You're gonna sell it for 165. Well, Chris, why can't I? No, what happened? They need the money to do this. They need to relocate, get them a new house for their sick father, and all this stuff. Yes, we want to give them more money if we can, but you can't give them money that doesn't fit in the market. Okay, so let's say we do sell it for 165. Why can't we give them? Why can we only give them 85,000? Only give them 85, because when we sell it, we have something called cost to sell. Cost to sell. Realtor fees. Let's say we do sell it for 165. What's 6% of 165, y'all? You got to pay realtor fees when you sell the property. You have to pay the buyer's realtor fees, 165.6. Let's just say 10 grand. That times 0.06. Let's just say 10. That's 10 grand. 6%. 6%. That's 10 grand. We got interest. Let's just say we borrowed 100 and we bought it for 85 and we put 30 in it. So we borrowed 110, 85, 95, 150. We borrowed 115. Let's say our interest on the money we held it for 6 months. Interest is going to be $5K. Let's say we got closing costs to buy it and sell it. Let's just say this another 3,000 closing costs. So this is just real quick numbers. I didn't even calculate taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities. All that stuff adds in. All that stuff adds in on cost. Oh, can y'all see this? Sorry about that. All this stuff, I will put that in there. Holding, realtor fees, interest, closing costs, taxes, insurance, holding. Let's say that's another 3,000. Guys, you have to anticipate and calculate for all these numbers. This is where I see the majority of my new and unseasoned real estate investors lose. That's where I see y'all lose. Because you so desperately want to give the seller so much more money. You want to give them more money. And I'm like, why do you want to get? Who cares about this deal? Another deal. Here's the thing that I've learned about real estate. If you miss one deal, it's just like being at a bus stop or the bus station. Another deal is going to be right behind. Dan Kennedy says, one opportunity, there's another opportunity right behind it. Might not be as good as that one, but it's still right behind it. So where am I at? StreamYard. Let me get my water. So for my Instagram homie, cost to sell, 6%, that's 10,000. Interest, 5,000, 15. Closing costs, 3,000, so that was 18. Taxes, insurance, holding costs, maintenance, utilities, all that grass cutting, all that mess. Let's just say that's another 3. So we're at 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So you're at 21,000 just to sell this property. That is the cost to sell it. All right. It's the cost. And realtor, not realtor. If I hear you say realtor, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. So all this adds up to be cost to sell. Cost to sell $20,000. 21K. 21K. Okay. That's why we need to be. Our purchase price needs to be. You get this purchase price 135. Oh, forget that. We need to be at roughly 85K. That's how it works. Get your questions in. We'll do members' questions answered first. Now, listen, if you find it so inclined in your heart to support our channel, there's a join button right down below. It's going to cost you nothing but a large Starbucks coffee a month to help me continue to bring content to you. It will support our channel. It's just a little something extra for busy professionals and entrepreneurs. You get your questions answered first. And every time we come on, we're bringing it to the top. Give you shout outs and all that good stuff. So that join button is right down and below. It is an honor for me to bring this stuff to you. Let's get some Q&A. This is my favorite part of the day, Q&A. I have another way that I'm going to do this. Can you repeat all that? What did I freeze? Uh-oh. Let's do this. Like regular word of mouth. Check all media sites. Lakeisha, check all social media sites. Find out the true person. You're right. Why do you think I got a million videos? Lakeisha, I'm glad you said that, because if you ain't on social media today, I don't even want to mess with you. I don't got no time. I got to go do research on you, find out who you are, Google you, all this stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to go to social media and see your family, see you did deals, see who you know, stuff like that, who you're friends with. Do you know anybody I know? I'm interested in starting real estate. Okay, good for you. Good. Simply that. Zarina, in every business, there is a lesson to be learned. You will stand up again. Yeah, she is. Seems like a beast. Trust but verify. Wow, Till. Speaking of credit, I just settled on a deal where I got a 580 loan. Okay, cool. That's really cool right there. Cash flow. There you go. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Sorry about that. Yes, Sabrina. Y'all give Sabrina a thumbs up. That was not. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. I froze. I don't know what I went on. A couple of flippers. Okay. You can see tough way to make a living. All right. So this is one way to do it. The 0.7. I'm gonna give you one quick way that I'm gonna let you go. Another way to determine, do I have a deal or not? I don't know. Do we have a good deal? Shoot. Y'all can drop some questions in too if you got any. I don't mind. I'll do some real quickly. I gotta get a better board. This board is for pre-stuff only. When I've already got my notes and everything. You cannot give the seller too much, y'all. You're gonna ask him for trouble. Listen, if I'm working for you tonight, make sure you take a second to subscribe to the channel. It is my honor, my obligation, my solemn obligation. I learned that being a Mason, my solemn obligation. Smash that like button and subscribe. I've got this coming Monday. Look at this, y'all. I've got an appraiser. I finally found an appraiser, y'all, to come on the channel. And what's going to happen this Monday at 2 o'clock? I've got Jimmy Roberts. He's going to be talking about how to evaluate these properties like an appraiser. Jimmy is a senior appraiser. He's going to be talking about how he evaluates properties, and sometimes he uses PropStream. I can't believe an appraiser actually uses PropStream. So this is Monday, this coming Monday. I don't even know the date, but Jimmy Roberts is a full-time appraiser, a senior appraiser. He's going to share with us his secrets, tips, and strategies, how he goes in and determines the true value of a property. I don't know about you, but for me, sometimes we don't have any comps in the area. And I'm like, shit, how do we comp it? So Jimmy's going to go over all that stuff. So once you get out of that training, you're going to know how that works. All right. So another thing we can do on deals, let's see, we got ARVs 165 on that one. The ARV was 165, right? ARV. I should let that up. So the first thing I do, Roundup, is what do we do? How do we determine how much should we offer the seller? First thing I do is back out profit. The very first thing. I want to back out how much money am I making? I'm past the phase of my life doing deals just to be doing deals. Now, I got so many other ways we can determine the value, but today I just need to keep you in a box, right? As we get later in the evening, I got to keep you to where you can move quickly. So let's say a $165,000 house, I want to at least, at minimum, make $25,000, right? That's going to be a minimum. So I'm going to take my ARV, back out profit. Now remember, his reno was 30. Let me fix this. I'm sorry, y'all. His reno was 30. So 165. ARV. I'm messing up my pens. ARV on this one, 165. Back out my profit. I want you to make money first. There's a book actually called Profit First. You might want to read that one. Put your profit out there first, y'all. Don't think of yourself last. Shoot, we've been last for what, 400 years. It's time for us. What is it? The good book says it's time for the head to be the tail and the tail, whatever. All right, let's just call it hard costs, right? What do we say they were? Remember it early in the video. If you need to do this, rewind it. Realtor fees, closing costs, cost of the money, interest, holding costs was taxes, insurance, maintenance, upkeep, all that mess. Let's just say that adds up to roughly 20,000. This is how I determine my stuff. This is how we do it quickly because I don't have time. I might look at 10 houses in a day. I just don't have time to go through ARV times point 0.7 minus this, minus that. I ain't finna do all that. I don't have time for that. 165,000 minus 25,000 is my profit, minus 30,000 there is my rental, minus 20,000, which is my hard cost. What is that? Close to the same thing. $90,000, y'all. 90,000. All of it. So we got ARV minus that, minus that, minus that equals so you see how I did that so quickly? And did you notice it was roughly the same thing? Almost the same thing? The other way was $85,000 Mayo. My way is 90,000 Mayo. Either way, it's very close. See, I want you to be moving quickly. Your profit is first. So who was this? I don't know where was it? My Instagram homie. When you looked at this right here, man, sellers asking 30,000. You can only get 170. Repairs are 30. There's no way to do this deal. No way to do this deal because you can't change the sales price, the ARV. You can't just arbitrarily, like the American government, just raise our debt ceiling and say, you know what? The house is worth 165, but I'm going to ask 190 because I'm in it for 160. It doesn't matter. See, the magic that I learned, it doesn't matter that, it doesn't matter that you owe 150 on a $165,000 house. And the house doesn't care whether it's free and clear. It's the same house. See, the house doesn't care what you owe on it. It's the exact same house. I had to learn that, right? As I started to pay off real estate, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, damn, it's the same house, same tenant, same taxes, same insurance. I just don't have the debt, right? So this is just a faster way we do it because I'm looking at, you might look at 10 houses. Okay, back out that cost. And don't forget, there's a way we can shave off another 3% off of this hard cost by using flat fee brokers. Y'all gonna have to get it through your head. Flat fee brokers. I'm saving, I don't even know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year by using flat fee brokers. And that's where we pay the realtor fee. Yes, realtor, not realtor. We pay the realtor fee up front, $500 or whatever it is, $1,000. But we're saving all that money on. We still have to pay the realtor that brings the buyer, but we don't have to pay the listing broker. What does the listing broker really do, or agent? All they do is put it in the MLS and they call it a day. No disrespect to my agents. All right, we'll do some quick Q&A and get you guys out of here, man. I love this. This is what I live to do. I love this stuff, man. Let's see. Andrew, let's say your Mayo is 85. How would you approach the seller that thinks they're getting to get 135 for that property? How I approach them? Andrew K, that is such a good question. Always agree. And you probably need to get my book. Matter of fact, make sure there's a link in the bio in the video description where you can get on my email list so you don't miss the training on Monday with my guy Jimmy. So if you look at the link in the bio, there's a link there so you can join our email list so you don't miss this training on Monday. You're going to get to actually ask a real estate appraiser, a senior real estate appraiser, all the questions you want to ask about how they evaluate these houses, right? So in the video description, there's a link to join our email list. So don't miss that. I don't want you to miss this. It's gonna be a banger. I'm so happy I finally got an appraiser. Why don't appraisers ever want to? They don't ever want to let us know what they're doing. So how do we approach sellers? With the Real Estate Negotiating Bible, I show you always agree with the seller. If the seller thinks their property is worth, I didn't even put it up here because it's irrelevant to me. 135, Miss Smith, you know what? You have all the right in the world to think your house is worth $135,000. But let me show you, if I list this thing, Miss Smith, for 165, which after I give you 135, I still got to pay, well, whether you sell it or whether I sell it, we still got to pay realtor fees, right? So that realtor fee is going to be what? 10 grand. So then you start backing that off. And then I got to borrow the money from somewhere to do the deal. That's another 5 grand. So that's when Andrew, all negotiation is, in my opinion, is transferring one belief over to the other person. So you need to transfer your beliefs. And Ms. Smith, you see, I'm gonna make $25,000, but in reality, when you really boil it down, that's going to be in 4 to 6 months. So I'm really only making about $3,000 a month, which is like what the average American makes. So you don't want to paint yourself as the greedy investor. $25,000 divided by 6 months. What's that? 3 grand a month? I don't know. $4,000 a month. Hopefully we'll make it faster, right? And do a lot more deals. But when they're looking at this one house, so all you have to do is transfer your beliefs over to them. Say if somebody's making $25,000, right? Somebody would say, that's a lot of money. But I'm transferring my belief over to you by saying, Miss Smith, that somebody might think I make a lot of money. But when you break it down over 6 months, right? So that's how you approach the seller. Was that good? Was that good stuff, y'all? Can you tell I've done this once or twice? Can you tell your boy that done this a few times? We get rebuttals for everything. That's why you need the real estate negotiating Bible. You got to have it. It's the only book for real estate investors how to negotiate with sellers. Angel, what happens when the buyer has different ARV than you? What's the best ARV strategy? There is no best. We have to get out, Angel. I'm glad you're saying this. We have to get out of thinking there's the best, right? One thing that I learned, when you become a seasoned entrepreneur, there is no best way to do anything. There is one way that works for you, and then a way that works for him, a way that works for her, and then you figure out what works good for you, right? There is no one best way, okay? If the buyers got different ARV than you, then you won't be able to wholesale it probably. What's the book you mentioned? Man, I don't think the one that he wrote that letter, it was a letter Napoleon Hill wrote. It was a letter to life. Like, I'm not going to life. I know you screwed me, but I'm not going to let you beat me. I know girl cheated on me, but I'm not going to treat all future women. I don't think it's Outwitting the Devil. It's another book by Napoleon Hill, man. He wrote a letter to send me your email. I'll see if I can find it for you. Wild Till 9. When you make your estimates on repairs needed, what is the biggest repair issue you underestimated? My big problem last year, you follow my content, I lost $25,000 on one house. And don't forget, Sabrina, I've lost 25 on this house, 40 on that house, 15 here. So you're losing on one, which I respect is a lot, right? But I want us, once again, it's not as bad as it seems. So, man, last year I lost 25 large on one house. We do many houses. Because my termite always get a termite inspection, but my termite inspector gave me a faulty report. So the biggest mistake, bad termite reports. Bad termite reports. Sell on a lease option. You're right, Claude. She could do that too. I think Sabrina could do it, owner financing to somebody. Brody, what up, man? What up? Oh, man, got some Hampton folks in the building. Andrew, does someone hurt or traumatize you when you accidentally pronounce realtor? I never said realtor. I've never said realtor. I never knew the word was even realtor. Everybody said it. I don't know where people get this mess. Realtor. That's not even how it's spelled. That's not how it's spelled. And I'm sorry, y'all. I get on my high horse when it comes to that stuff. Anybody hurt me? No, it's just a figure of speech. Tobias, hey, thank you so much. It's if you want, make sure you're signed up to our email list in the video description. You don't miss the interview with an appraiser this coming Monday. Shari Walker, new to investing. How do you determine the ARV? ARV is nothing but the comps around the property. Nothing but the comps. Yep. Okay, Roundup. Listen, I love you. Make sure you take a second to subscribe to the channel. And all my realtors, I love you guys. Where's Mama slit my throat right here? Realtor. And don't get mad at me. I'm trying to make you better. If you say realtor, the word is realtor. I'm trying to make you better. I'm walking, man. When I hear it, I just cringe. I probably have to become my therapist. I'll talk to my therapist about that tomorrow. I have the therapy every Thursday and Wednesday. You're welcome. I much love to you and your family. Philip, much love to you and your family. Roundup. There's a join if you want to join that channel to help me continue to produce content. Hit that like button. Share with anybody else that needs to understand how this real estate thing works. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.